Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Marquita from AtHomeWithQuita. Thanks for stopping by to catch another video. So today I'm going to be doing a flip through of my new planner setup. So I actually posted this on Instagram and my Patreon and in my Facebook group, and you guys went gaga. You said you want me to add this to the shop. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But when I say that, I'm talking about the clear cover. Yes, there is a clear cover and it's so gorgeous. So I'm going to flip through this planner as promised and show you guys how I have it all set up. But first, if you're new here, I do hope that you will stick around, that maybe you'll hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoy it. So let's jump on into the video and flip through this planner, which is my catch-all, by the way. If you've never seen a flip through from me, you're about to see it today. And if you want to see that, I hope that you will stick around and keep watching. All right, first and foremost, yes, let's talk about that clear cover, y'all. It is so pretty. I just happen to have some of these clear sheets sitting around. You guys know I do dashboards, which is a different material. Well, it's the same material, but it's a different thickness. My dashboards are a little bit thinner than this material. This is super thick, just like almost like a laminate cover. It might even be a little bit thicker. And it's got rounded corners. And it is just so pretty. So I had some of these sheets sitting around, so I said, hey, what if I decide to just do a clear cover? How would that look? And also the reason why, because if you're like me, you like to be able to flip your planner like that and write on it like a notebook. So I like to just flip it open like this, and I like to write on it like this and hold it like this. And I felt like with that Martha Stewart cover, it was just restricting me from doing that. Although I still love the Martha Stewart cover for a multitude of reasons, and I'll kind of share some of that with you as well. But that's the main reason why I decided to go for this. I was gonna do a laminated cover with a design, but I said, let me just try the clear look. Plus, I have a lot of stuff going on in back, and I felt like it was just super pretty. So I decided to try this look, and I really like it. And so the only thing about the Martha Stewart cover that I'm going to miss, well, there's a lot of things because I really did like the cover. So I am going to miss the fact that I can use this. I really love this. I would like to have added it here, although it would obstruct the view, but I can't because it's going to make the page fold because it's plastic and it's not as thick of a material as this is. And this is where I had this. I had it right on the outside like that. I was able to keep a third pin in here, and then I have my post-it notes in here, and I have some other stuff in the side pocket. I love this. So I'm gonna miss this so much, but I probably will go back to this at some point. It's just that, you know me, I want a different look. So I'm not able to use that. I was gonna try to put it on here. This was from my Notique planner. I was gonna try to put this on here and then maybe repunch it and put it in the planner, maybe in the back or something, but I felt like that was too complicated. So I said, you know what, we're just gonna totally embrace the clear look, and then sometime in the future we'll go back to this and it'll be completely intact. Nothing's repunched, nothing's modified. It's good to go and ready to use. So I thought I would show you guys that planner cover. I love that planner cover so much, and that is kind of the reason why I went to half letter. This is half letter, and so it's just so pretty with the outside being able to see through. So that's the front, and then that's the back. I decided to add a piece of marble paper from my Marble Dreams box that I had left over, just so I wouldn't see this stuff on the inside. And I love how that looks. And there are rose gold discs. These are from my shop. So y'all, this is pretty much completely my planner now, because before I had that Martha Stewart cover, so it wasn't completely my planner, but this is completely mine, with the exception of like some of the embellishments here and like the post-it notes and some of the journaling cards and like accents. But in terms of the cover and the guts of the planner, is mine. We're here. We have officially reached the day where I have a full planner that is designed and created by me, and I'm so excited about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So let me just show you how the clear cover looks. I'm not sure, y'all, if I'm gonna add this to my shop, just because this was a lot, even just doing this for me, and I have to streamline the process. So if I did add it, I would probably outsource it, because that would be a lot of work. I have not even restocked dashboards, which you guys keep asking me for. And so, yeah, it's a lot. So it would be a lot between the dashboards and this cover. But I love it. And again, I posted it on those 3 social media platforms, and you guys said, please, please add it. So maybe we will. We'll see. So the first thing that I have here, these are some journaling cards from the Happy Planner. And this was a Happy Planner clear, I don't know what these are called, y'all. I have a whole bunch of these. I think this was in mini size. It might have been in classic size. And what I did is I just cut it. I just trimmed it down to size, because if I left another box, it would come off of the planner. So I just cut it to be 6x2. So that way I could have some inspiration in here, but it wouldn't be too big. It would be just enough for me to just kind of pop it in here. And so I added those journaling cards on the front, and then on the back, more journaling cards. So again, Happy Planner, one of their little clear pages that you put, in your classic size planner. I want to believe this is classic size. I could be wrong. I believe they have these in mini size as well. And then I just trimmed it. So I would love to find one of these in half letter size, so that way it fits the page perfectly. So I just pop that in right here, and eventually I'm going to change out the journaling cards, because I'm not a super huge fan of gold. I love rose gold, and I love black, and I love white and gray, and just pastel colors. So I'm not sure how I feel about this. That's why I put it on the back side. Maybe I'll put some marble in here or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but I like the front side. Although I do wish I could change that and that out, but I didn't have anything that would fit. So that's what I've got first, just for a little bit of inspo. Y'all have seen me. If you have been here from the beginning, you've seen my whole entire planner journey. I've gone from classic size. I even tried the big size. I've gone to A5. I've gone to mini. I've tried many different planners. I've tried it all, you guys. And I have to say that I am feeling like more of a grown-up. I'm feeling like with the change of my planner style is just making me feel more sophisticated. I think I've evolved to a degree, and so that's why certain things I know I'm not going to use, and I don't even buy certain things anymore, because I've just changed a little bit. And so it's not to say that I won't change back to liking those things again, but for now, I like this kind of style. So in here, I've got some rose gold transparent sticky notes. I got these on Amazon. You guys always ask. I'll try to link as much below as I can. You always ask where I get these from. Amazon. I love these. The only thing is they're really pricey, because I am looking for something just like this to put inside of my next stationery box, which, by the way, if you are not on my group, you're not sure what that is, but we have named it, and we do have a color scheme. And so if you want to know what that is, head on over to my group so that you can see, and you can get all the details, and you can be the first to know. If you are a Patreon, of course, you'll be able to pre-order. I am working on the box right now, by the way, and I did sneak a look at one of the items that I'm considering for the box to my Patreons. I'm just saying. And so I would love to find these in bulk and be able to add these to the box, because I love them so much. I really do. They are super pretty, very transparent. As you can see, if I put it on top, you can see kind of how transparent they are. So darn gorgeous. So I keep them in here. On the back, I've got some marble sticky notes. And then I also have some cloth and paper sticky notes. I love these sticky notes. I'm obsessed with them. And then I also have some sticky notes from my shop. And then I've got some sticker sheets. These were from the Marble Dreams stationery box, except the Marble stationery box, they weren't the same size. I did change the size last minute so it would fit more perfectly with the box. And so this is the Marble. I love these. I'm going to show you a spread that I did using these. And then that's the gray. These are glossy. I prefer the glossy. I know a lot of people prefer matte, but I prefer the glossy. And then these are just the black squares. And I do have these in my shop, by the way. I did stock a couple of things from the Marble Dreams launch in my shop in limited quantities. So these are one of those items, along with the sticky notes. Until they run out, they'll be there. So I love these so much. I keep the marble one in the front just because I like the look of it. And then back here, I put a journaling card that was already in the planner. I just tucked it in the back side because the color scheme isn't really green, but I do like the pastel look of that, and I still think it flows. So I just keep these tucked in here so I can easily access them. This came with the Martha Stewart Discbound Planner. I got this in gold, and I got it in the color cover that I just showed you, and it came with these along with some full paper. And so I have 2 of these in here because I bought a gold one and the cover that was on here previously. So that gave me 2, and I need both of them, which is great. And then I also have this pin clip, or this clip from Hustle and Shine. It's got a little bow on it. It's really, really pretty. I love Hustle and Shine. She is on Etsy, so I'll try to remember to link her below as well. She's also on Instagram. So I just keep that here just so I can have a pop of something. I felt like it was too much at the top. So I like being able to close it up and still see it. And the inside, y'all, is so pretty. And as you see here, I've got some top tabs. You guys already know how I feel about top tabs. And that's what I was saying, it's not stocked in my shop. The labels are, but the actual dividers aren't, just because it's a lot, y'all. I've been on this whole whirlwind and I'm trying to come down, and I'm just trying to get things restocked in the shop because I know you guys have been asking about dashboards. I know. I just have a lot going on. So I've got some side dashboards as well. I love top and side. My top are really just main subjects, and then my side kind of break things down. So we'll go through that as well. So I've got that pocket folder, and then again, that journaling card on this side that I just talked about. And then I pinned this little flower. These clips, teardrop clips, came in my stationery box. And so I've got a ton of them throughout. So I just pinned that. They are perfect. The black is very hard to come by the way. So they did come included in my box, and I really enjoy using them. I got my name here at the bottom. This is from Alicia Michelle XO's shop. And let me just talk about the dangles and charms and stuff. They're all from Hustle and Shine. This is a little jewels box sort of look, like a diamond sort of look. And then at the top, there's an M here. And then there's a little puff ball with a bow on it, which is really pretty. And other than that, that's it. And so I love having that little extra pop of bling. Okay, so I really eventually want to come up with a better solution for this, because these sticky notes sometimes come out of the pocket since it is slanted, but I have an idea of something that I could use to replace this if needed. Okay, so then we come to our year at a glance. First section is calendar, but that is used to mark the month. This is just my year at a glance. All of my half letter inserts are in here, and the font has been changed. And I'm working on changing the font throughout all of my inserts because I like this font better, and this font, I don't know, I just like it better. I think it looks better. And so I'm in the process of doing that, so stay tuned. But all of the half letter ones are done. So this is my year at a glance. As you can see, nothing going on. I think this is probably all of us, nothing going on. And so maybe that will change sometime in the future, and we'll be able to fill in our calendars a little bit more with some fun things. So then I talked about my calendar dashboard, so that's what's next. And I think I use frosted dashboards for my shop. Frosted and clear are just a little bit different. The clear is more, I don't know, it's clear, it's a true clear. It just has a little bit of a tint to it. And I just prefer the frosted. My personal preference is frosted. And I have a pin loop, my favorite pin loop, attached with my Muji pin. And so that's what I've got here. Calendar section first. Then I've got a little transparent sticky note at the bottom that says creative things never came from comfort zones. So true. And we've got April. So this is the first monthly spread in April. Then we get to the weekly spread. I popped in some Martha Stewart quarter sheets to jot in my grocery list. And then I've got another transparent. I love these so much. I want to find these. If you are a shop owner that has these in bulk, DM me on any social media platform, or send me a message or email or something and let me know where I can get these from. I would love to order these in bulk. And I haven't quite done all the research yet, so to be honest, I could easily probably find them if I just explored more, but I'm at the beginning stages of that process. So, but if you know, then let me know. And so this is the next week's spread. And then this was using Mommy Lace stickers. I adored this spread so much, but I don't know what happened this week. I just got caught up, I guess, doing other things, or probably working on that box, y'all. And so I wasn't able to write in my plans. And then this is the current week, I believe. Yeah, this is the current week. And then I did, you guys remember I did my cloth and paper spread. So I had to do a spread using my Marble Dreams box, right? I mean, seems like the only logical thing to do. And so that's the left side of the spread. I love it. You know, sometimes I'll just cut my sticky notes. Then I use my stickers. The only other stickers I used were Happy Planner, Happy Planner. Otherwise, everything else is mine, and then the mild liner. And then what I did with this, I talked about this in my group, is that I cut one of the inserts. As you guys know, all of the Marble Dreams stationery box came with a half sheet, and the half sheet, this one I think is A5. I do have lots of oops too that are coming to the shop, so stay tuned, because this one, there was nothing wrong with it. The only issue was that I printed it on the wrong side. So this should pop in your planner like this, right? But the spine is on that side. So this grid should be on this side and this should be on this side. So I have a ton of these that I printed out incorrectly. So I'm gonna be adding those oops to the shop soon. So at the top, as you can see, you circle the day of the week and then you write in the day right here. It says today. So I decided to just make it like a little booklet where I can just write in on a busy day. I think I said the 27th was going to be a busy day for me. So I'm going to go ahead and break down some things. And then I just have it clipped here with one of those teardrop clips. And I like it. I really like it. And then I have my menu planning. I already did my menu plan for next week. I just have to write it in, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then this is the little tear off for the grocery store that you can just tear that off and take it with you to the grocery store. And so, or you can fold it in like I do. And then on the back, you go ahead and raid your pantry, see what you already have on hand based on the meals that you're going to cook for the week. And you can write in what you have in your pantry, fridge, freezer, and then any notes that you want to write. So I love these. These are probably my fave, and I have them in every size. So I just keep this clipped right here. And I didn't do a plan with me on my channel of this spread, but if you guys want me to recreate this spread or something similar using the Marble Dreams box, let me know, and I will do that gladly. So that's what I've got there popped in because I did change my section at the bottom. It used to be meals here at the bottom, but I went ahead and did self-care for the week just to try it out. So I love, love, love that. And then this is the die cut from the Marble Dreams box, and I'm probably going to add something here. I haven't quite decided what yet. And then I added a sticker from the packaging right here that says Fancy Plans to the spread because it is a fancy plan spread. But for now, I'll just keep this. And I just love the look of just everything kind of stacked like that. I love a good stacked look. I don't know if you guys are here with me, but that's just what I like. And then I put a little sticky note at the bottom and I just glued it down just to write in some weekend things I want to do in terms of prepping for next week. So this is how the spread turned out. And I like the fact that I just mainly use pens and you know, sticky notes and a couple of stickers here and there. And I really like how it turned out. So that is that. So that's my actual catch-all section of like my planner. I only had April in here. And I only keep 1 month at a time in here because it's so darn bulky with the other stuff. Well, actually, I see May. I eyeball May. But typically, I only keep 1 month because it tends to get bulky depending on all the half sheets and all that stuff you have to enter. I love these so much. I got these on Amazon. So cute. So these are just some little textured. It has like a little texture to it. I hope you can see that. And it's got some magnets on the inside. And I've been using them throughout just to clip some papers together. So I've got May clipped together. And so these are the subject style for May, and that's what I've been using. And they've been working out for me so well. And then I have another little bow paper clip here on the next section. And that's just holding together some inserts. I don't think I have June in here, but I may because it seems kind of thick to be just only now. And then I have some extra loose leaf inserts. Not sure why I have those in here. Probably because I just need to print a cover page, a monthly page, and I'll have the whole rest of the month already in here. So, and then I already talked to you through about this Hustle and Shine clip. So I'm just going to clip that back together. I like to have things sectioned off, as you can see. There is a rhyme or reason, despite what it may appear. So that goes there. All right, perfect. So next we get to the monthly. So we're still in the calendar section. Remember, the top tab was calendar. Side tab, these are just the monthly pre-planning inserts. So I've got May in here, and then I've got another one of those clips that I just showed you. This one is so pretty. I have a whole nother pack of like blues in my planner caddy. Let me show you guys real quick because you're probably going to be wondering how those look. So this is the pack of blue. I love these so much. They're called Ocean. So they're bookmarks. Really pretty. I love these. And they have a texture to them. They're just so gorgeous. So that's what this is here. And this is just holding in all of my monthly pre-planning. So I can easily come here to the monthly section. And I know this is just strictly for pre-planning. And so there's nothing really to plan for that much. So that's why there's really nothing there for May 2020. In terms of appointments, I don't foresee there being a lot of stuff, but I can write in my meal planning ideas, priorities, and to-do lists, and pop in some inspiration at the bottom. So I will be filling that in soon. Okay, so once we get to the end of the monthly pre-planning section, we get to our home section. As you can see at the top, home encompasses meal planning, cleaning, projects, and that's it. Yeah. Yep. See, top tab, home, side tabs, meal planning, cleaning, projects. That's the home section. All right, so first thing is my yearly meal planning at a glance. So it's the same thing as you saw earlier with my regular at a glance inserts. It's just geared for meal planning, hence the cover. I love this so much. You can plan for the whole entire year of meals, or you can just plan for the week or the month. It's completely up to you. And then I keep this dashboard divider in the section we're in. So we are going into May, so it needs to stay here. And then I have a little half sheet. These are available in my shop as well. Everything is my shop, so I don't have to say that. I know sometimes I say it too much, so I'm just gonna let that be known. You guys already know pretty much everything with the exception of embellishments are from my shop. So I love half sheets. I just put here a list of things to keep on hand, like tissue, soap, sanitizer if you can find it. And so I'm working on a list of things that I want to make sure that I'm always looking at this at the beginning of the month to see what I need to buy and should always keep on hand. So that's what I've got there. And then I already started planning for next week's meals at the bottom here. I just got it planned for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And another one of those clips in like a taupe color. And then the end of the month, I've got a cloth and paper sticky note that tells me the meat that I have on hand, because it's been a real struggle to get certain things from the grocery store. So I want to know what I already have on hand, and then I just cross it off as I use it. So I've got a lot of meat on hand. I don't have a deep freezer, y'all. It was a whole debacle with my deep freezer. Trying to get a deep freezer. I should have been got a deep freezer. Ours went out, and I hadn't replaced it. And so I tried to get one. I bought one on Amazon or eBay. I tried to find one on Amazon. They're all inflated. Everybody's jacking these prices up like crazy because of what's going on with Corona. So I bought one on eBay at a reasonable price. And then the guy said that he shipped it. He gave me a tracking number. The tracking number said delivered. I called, and UPS said that it had been shipped to someone else. So I think he was scamming people or something. He put in that it had been delivered because he wanted me to dispute it, because what ended up happening is that I disputed it on PayPal, got my money back immediately, and then he reposted it on his eBay shop for triple the price. Yeah, so I think I did exactly what he wanted me to do. He wanted me to cancel that so that he could relist it and make more money. Isn't that shady? That is so shady to me. So the moral of the story is that I don't have a deep freezer. And then I tried to order one on home.com or something like that. I ordered it and they said it was going to be delivered at a certain time. And then they kept pushing it back, saying it was on back order. So I was like, run me my money back. Okay, just give me my coins back because I can use that for something else. I'm not going to keep waiting for you to keep pushing it and pushing it. I'll just cram everything in my freezer. So it turns out I cleaned my whole freezer out and I realized I had enough room in there for what I needed. At the time, we were storing it in our neighbor's deep freezer because he had extra space. So I went ahead and grabbed everything out and I put it in our freezer and it fit. So anyways, I don't know why I just told you that whole story, but this is where I track all of the meat that we have on hand. I haven't really been having to go to the grocery store, thank goodness. I've just been pulling a meat, and I pretty much tend to have something canned, some canned vegetables here, and a rice or a starch or potatoes or something like that. So I haven't really gone to the grocery store. I've done any grocery shopping in like the past 2 weeks, and it feels really, really good. And I still have a ton of meat left. So I think this is a great thing to do, to have an on-hand list. It can be of anything, just so you can know what you already have. Because we go to the grocery store, sometimes I know I'm guilty of it, and I buy the same things I already had. So this has been so helpful. So next up, we've got the meal planning inserts that you saw earlier. I just keep them in this section so that way I can pull from them as needed. And then we get to our cleaning section, which is the next part of the home section. And I have this Clean Mama. I know this is her January 2016 cleaning challenge, but I keep this in here because I think it's good for reference. And so it has whole house, then it has the week 1 kitchen, week 2 living room spaces or living spaces, week 3 bathrooms, week 4 bedrooms. And it has the day of the week here on the side. I think this is timeless. So although I know she probably has another one that I could easily print out, I like this. I'm just going to keep it in here. And then I have what was going to be a daily cleaning schedule. And then I created these zone cleaning inserts, which I really love as well. So you guys know I work by zones. And so I just have the zone here, and then I have the task, and then you can check it off as it's completed. So these have been really helpful. I just created these recently. So I just keep these zone cleaning inserts in here, and then I'm going to be adding more to this section sometime in the future. Then we have projects. You guys know I'm a project girl. I love doing projects around the house, and so we are working on several things. One being we just cemented our back porch. It's really nice. I really love it. We are working on our backyard right now. We had all of the brush removed, and we are in the process of getting a deck built or rebuilt because They had to take down the stairs on our existing deck, which is over 10 years old and needs to be replaced anyways. And so they have to pull the whole deck out now and replace it. And it's going to be really nice. It's going to be bigger than the current deck we have. If you've been on Instagram, you've already seen my stories. You already know what's going on. But those of you who are here on YouTube, you're not familiar with what's going on with our house. So I try to keep my stories updated so you guys can see kind of what's going on, because I know you guys really like to see what type of projects we do and how things are moving along. And so again, cement is done. Next is the deck, and then they'll be doing a floating deck on the ground level, which is going to be really nice. Y'all really wanted a pool, but pools are too darn expensive. And then Addison's like, well, can we do above ground pool? I'm like, what do you know about an above ground pool, girl? Sit down, okay? No, we cannot. That's still expensive. So we settled on just doing a floating deck. We have a creek flowing in back of our house. It's really, really nice now, especially that it's cleaned out. So I'll try to make sure I put a highlight on my Instagram just in case you're wondering how it all looks. And then we're supposed to be doing Addison's room. I love these Cornell notes. They are probably my favorite notes. I love them so much. And so I put the subject of what it is that I'm trying to accomplish, the date and the theme, and then I'm going to break it all down here, things we need to buy, websites that are good for reference, maybe even pop a picture in of what I want it to look like. So that's next up on the list in terms of inside the house, projects wise. So I've got a ton of sheets of Cornell notes. And then again, we are doing the backyard project. I just broke down the cost, y'all. It's going to be expensive. And I'm going to rewrite this because I don't like the way it looks. I just was quickly taking some notes as my husband was telling me the cost. And this is from the Marble Dreams box. So as you can see, the spine of it. Y'all, I low-key want to change all my inserts to the marble. Did I say that already? I think I said it in the previous video. But you guys said keep the polka dots because you said that's how people know they're my inserts. So it's kind of like a branding thing at this point. But I love the marble. Plus, the marble is exclusive to the box. And that's the thing about a stationary box, is that once you launch it and it sells, then you almost don't go back to it. That's it. You know, you just either you got one or you missed out. So I was thinking of doing an anniversary relaunch of this box because it was so popular. I really appreciate all your support on it, and you guys seem to just really like it, and it was my first box. So I think if I did an anniversary box, it would only be fitting to do this box. So stay tuned. Maybe in a year I'll revisit that and I'll relaunch this box again for those of you who missed out, and just as an anniversary sort of box. I don't know. I'm still playing with the idea. So more Cornell notes, and then that clip here that you guys saw, the little pom-pom clip from Hustle and Shine. And that ends the project section. So I'm all about now just blank pages, notes, pages, and things like that. Because I feel like, you know, just like I did here with Addison's room, I'm going to make it look nice. You know, I don't kind of like Bujo style to a degree. So I'm all about that now. I guess simplicity, or what is it called? Minimalist sort of thing now is what I'm on. Okay, so fitness inserts. These are fairly new to the shop. So it says fitness is like a relationship. You can't cheat and expect it to work. So true. So this is my little keto stuff. Whenever I'm dieting, I always go to keto. So I popped in my intermittent fasting schedule, and then what I can and can't eat on keto. And then in my monthly, it's supposed to be the workout schedule. And since we can't go to gyms, although I think Kemp said today that now we can go to gyms and nail salons and barbershops, but your girl is not doing that, okay? I'm staying at home like we've been advised to do. Not to judge any of you who decide to go do that, but this is where that's going to be when we're able to really fully go out. And then these are the weekly layout. I love the weekly layout. Don't you love how neutral it is? I was working on next week's. Addison and I had a planner session last night, and I was working on decorating the spread for next week. And I just love how simple it is, right? I think most of us are on this whole simple movement now, right? Although there have been some that have always been there, and we're just now catching on. But it says breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and then your workout section goes here, and then your water intake goes there. I love these so much. So again, fairly new, and I have them in A5 and in half letter. So if you guys have a demand for them and you want them in other sizes, let me know and I will add them. Another one of those clips, so as you can see, I really love these. So I just use that to clip the remainder of some of the pages together. This probably should go here. See, I just like things sectioned out, so it makes it to where I don't have to flip through every single page. And then we have this little die cut here that says, be not afraid of going slowly, be afraid only of standing still, with the little dangle charm on the bottom. So cute. I just have that pinned to one of the dashboards. All right, so we are now in the family section. So just to kind of give you an idea of what's all included, looks like there is just routines. From the top tab that says family, side tab says routines, and then I've got some note paper on the front side. So note paper first. Love these two with the dots and the lines, and then routines. So this is weekly routines. I was working on this last night as well because I've been in the process of redoing this ever since I transitioned into this planner. So I love these weekly routine inserts as well, and I'm working on Miss Addison's first. As you can see, her name's at the top, and then you can go ahead and start writing in the things that you want to do for the routine here as an overall view, and then you can break them down even further day by day. Then you have a daily and a monthly, evening and morning. So I've got a few of those. I'm going to do a routine for everyone. And then we've got our personal section, and it looks like it's just this. There's no side tabs in the personal section. I have best practices for living a well-designed life. I had this in a classic size planner that I printed from Pinterest, and there's just 50 things here that you can do to live a well-designed or well-balanced life from Day Designer. So I like that, so I just keep it in here for reference. This is my personal section. That's where I just kind of dump random things. And I also love these note pages as well. They are called ruled notes, in my shop at least. So I've got a few sheets of those, of course, another clip. I'm thinking I should put this clip here to clip all these notes pages together. Aren't these so pretty? And I love the texture of them. They're not like they're paper, but it's like a texture to it, y'all. So that's all I have in my personal section. That is going to evolve, I'm sure. I haven't quite figured out what all I want to put there. So when I do, of course, I'll do another flip through. And then next is lists. All right, and typically I put my lists in my skinny classic planner or notebook, but I like to have a space here or a section here where I can write lists. I am a list maker. I know I've said that a lot. These are to-do list inserts. And so I don't know, I just like to be able to have the option to put lists in here if I so choose. So that's why I have it in here. I haven't been able to write a list in yet, but at least I have the option to as things come up. So this is my inbox, which I'm really trying out. The idea here is kind of like brain dump, dumping it all out here, kind of like pre-planning, and just like things you want to do. And as you can see at the top, it says inbox, and then it says not completed, push, cancel, completed. So as you're writing things in, of course, you're going to transition them from here to your regular calendar. And if you're not going to do them at any time soon, or they need to be pushed, if you want to write the month, then you can. Then you can do that all from this inbox section. So these have been really popular in my shop as well. I really adore these. So I've got a few of them here in the inbox section. And then this is where just random other things would just be popped in. Okay, then we get to wellness. And within my wellness, I just have some inserts. The idea here was just like doctor's appointments, things that I need to do for the family overall wellness wise. And so I'm trying to figure out what to add to that section. I was thinking I was going to do some wellness inserts, but I'm thinking I'm going to do a stationery box for that dedicated to wellness. So maybe that's why I haven't popped it in yet, because that's sometime in the future, because my next box is something else. And so maybe that will be the third box. We'll see, because I have something else in mind for the third box. So maybe it'll be the fourth box. Who knows? But it's going to be a box, a wellness box. So stay tuned, y'all. My group is where you will know whether or not it's even going to happen. So wellness, that was wellness. Then we come to self-care. So self-care is something that I have a super huge issue with, because I never care for myself the way I should. I'm always caring for the family, and I'm putting myself last. As you can see, it's toward the end of my planner. That speaks for itself, right? That shows me how I feel about self-care. And so I really need to do better. And so in the self-care section, which is under wellness, as you see, wellness, self-care is in the wellness section. I had a couple of things. I have a vitamin regimen, which I went and picked up a whole bunch of vitamins. Go me, yay me, so that I can start to just have a regimen. And so I picked up, I think, all of these vitamins. And so I just had this here for reference. Don't you love the Cornell notes? You see how it works out? And then at the bottom, it says the healthy outside starts from the inside. So I'll just put a little quote down at the bottom. And then I wanted to develop a skincare regimen, similar to what I did for the vitamin regimen. At the bottom, I have a quote, glowing skin is always in, and it's a skincare regimen. And so I'm still working on that, but I have the steps that I saw something on Pinterest that it told me the steps and things that you should do to your face. I just need to figure out the product and how often. So that's what's next. And then we have immune building foods, teas, tonics. I wanted to just put some things here to build our immune system, especially with what's going on in the world now. And I think that's super important. So I'm still working on this list, but I'm obsessed with the Cornell notes. I mean, I wasn't really familiar with the note-taking system of Cornell notes, but now that I know, I'm completely addicted to it. So then I have a few more sheets in here, and then we get to the school section, which I do have a dedicated homeschool planner. So, and since the kids are home, I haven't quite filled this with anything yet, but there will be something here. There's always something in the school section, especially when it comes back in, because I was a PTA mom. I was very active in being at the school and helping the teacher. So I'm sure, you know, and then I still need to write in, like I love to write in, like when the newsletter comes out, what was contained in the newsletter, some resources, things like that. So a lot of this planner I'm still working on filling in. So that's why it's empty in certain sections. So the last section is trackers. Actually, it's not the full last section, but within trackers, self-explanatory, it's just trackers. So habit trackers that you can use to track different habits. And so I am not a big habit tracker person, but I want to really get into it. And so that's why I have them here, to force myself to use them. And so I am planning on maybe doing a few trackers and maybe showing you guys how to use these. So stay tuned for that as well. Then these are from Martha Stewart. Well, first and foremost, there is a divider dashboard that says notes. I have my Papermate Flare pen on there, which I adore. And then we get to just random things, extra fill paper, just random things get put here in the back. And so this is the Martha Stewart quarter sheets that I showed you guys earlier. I really do love these. I have a whole bunch of them. They're very neutral. They're tan, and then they have dots and lines. So you can get these from Staples. And these work out really well. So I just keep them popped back here. And then I also have some half sheets. I showed you guys earlier. These half sheets, I love them. I have a few varieties of half sheets. These are for A5 and a half letter, and then I also have them, you know, half sheets for different sizes. And then in the back here, there's another pocket folder. I told you guys I had a pocket folder in the front, and it came with another one and my other Martha Stewart disc cover, along with note paper and other things. And so within this folder, I've got some cloth and paper dots. I use these quite a bit. These stickers here are from Alicia Michelle XO Shop. So cute. She sent these to me, and I just can't bring myself to use them all because I just want to hoard them. And then I have these because most of my planners are undated, so I need to be able to have a way to date them. And so I just keep this in here so that I can date, you know, certain planners, the monthly spread. And then, I don't know, I just like having them in here just, you know, to redate as needed. And then I was working on my mild liner collection. I love mild liners. I wanted to know what all the colors were I had. And so I decided to create this little sheet. And so I keep that back there. And then this paper is from the Marble Dream stationery box. I had an extra sheet left over. So I decided, why not just fold it and tuck it right here, so that way you can see that from the back end. And it works out so well. And that is it. So I keep it in this order so that way I can see these pretty hand letter stickers first, and then everything else kind of goes behind that, besides the cloth and paper stickers, because I want to see those first too, so I can know that they're back here. But I love the way this planner is set up, and I feel like this is probably, I know I've had a lot of setups over the years, right? This is probably one of my favorite. I love this pocket folder, so that way on the end, when I close up this beautiful clear cover, you will see marble. I think it's stunning. I love everything about it. I want to reach for it. I want to use it. I want it nearby. It's easy to hold. I can flip it like this, like a notebook, and easily write. And I'm obsessed with it. I'm really obsessed with it. Hopefully you are as well. So again, stay tuned. Not sure if I'm going to add these clear covers to the shop, although I know you guys really want me to. I know you do. And I'll have to figure out how to streamline it. I contacted one of my vendors to see if they can try and help me with mass producing them, because it's just not something that I think I can cut on my silhouette and for it to make sense. It just wouldn't. And so that's how it looks. Again, it's got the rounded edges. It's just really pretty and clean looking. So I just thought I would show you guys a flip through since I changed this, because I know if I did a plan with me before I showed it to you, you'd want a flip through. So this time I didn't put the cart before the horse. I went ahead and showed you this, and now when you see plan with me, you'll know the reasoning behind, you know, certain things and where they came from. So that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You got a little inspiration out of it. Ask me any questions you want down below. Let me know what you think about these clear covers. I probably will offer them in clear and frosted. Again, still on the fence about it, but stay tuned for an announcement in my group or on Patreon with more details. So thank you guys so much for watching. I thank you for stopping by my channel today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video so much so that you'll give me a thumbs up and you'll come back and catch another video, in which case I'll see you guys then.